Hey everyone, welcome to Princess of Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with episodes 9 and 10 of Big City Greens. So yeah, we are going to be getting through 9 and 10, and then as I said in that update video, we are going to be taking a break. We are going to be putting this on hold for a bit, not because I'm feeling burnout with the show or because I'm not liking it or anything. On the contrary, I'm actually very much enjoying this. We're going to be taking a break simply because um, I'm going to be cutting down the number of slots that we are reacting to at a time. We're cutting down to 6 slots. This is something I had talked about when we first started doing the unscheduled format again. And it was basically just a matter of when rather than if. um, and it's gotten to that point where, yeah, I'm starting to feel it. Where it's just like having 7 normal reaction series a week, on top of doing movies and other stuff. It's becoming a little too much for me. It's just getting a little too hard to do. Um, and as I said in that video, a lot of it also boils down to the fact that I'm trying to basically please everyone by getting to as much of everything as I can each week, rather than just doing what I want to do, which was kind of part of the point of this, of going to an unscheduled format. Instead of just recording what I wanted to record at whatever time, I still was making sure I got to everything, almost everything each week. Usually there would be like one show a week I would skip. Um, but the fact that I was actively trying to get everything else, and it's like it was still just like one reaction of each show every week. It just kind of took away the point. It's like I was almost kind of scheduling it without scheduling it, if that makes any sense. Um, but I'm changing things up here. And we're going to see how it goes. Obviously, I'm going to try my best this time. But basically, the idea is we are going to try to do it as I intended to do it. And I'm going to just get to whatever I want to, whenever I want to. That means if there's multiple shows that don't appear on one week, they just don't appear. It's whatever I'm in the mood for at the time. And that even means there could be the same show reacted to multiple times in one week. And that's perfectly fine. That's kind of how I want to do this. I'm gonna try my best not to have a show go too long without having a reaction, though. Um, like if it starts to get too long, like oh, let's say it's been weeks, 3, 4 weeks since we've had the last reaction to this show, I'm gonna try my best to get to it. Like I'm not gonna, I don't want it to last too long, you know. I don't want to be like putting out like one episode of a series per month. That would be ridiculous. But still, for the most part, I'm going to kind of play it by ear. And I think that's going to be the best way to do it. And that's one of the reasons why I have to cut down to 6 reactions. It'll be a lot easier to get through that way. If we're doing only 6 compared to 7, it'll just be that much easier to get to everything quicker and easier. And obviously, some shows will definitely have, I guess you could call it, favoritism involved. There will be some shows that I want to get to more than others. And so you'll probably end up seeing more reactions to them than others. But yeah, so that's just how it's going to go. And I'm still going to try to get to everything as much as I can, but I'm not going to like force myself to do everything every week. I'm going to actively try to only do what I want to record when I want to record it as much as I can. But yeah, so that means Big City Greens will be. This is the slot we're basically cutting down. It's not being. It's not being canceled or anything. We're not dropping it. It's just being put on break for now. We will be coming back to Big City Greens in the future once a slot opens up for it. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Basically, the first opportunity I really get for a slot to open up for it, I will. Um, but we have to take into account other things, like the fact that Ruby is coming back now next month. Like, geez, like only in a couple weeks, really. It's like that has to be taken into account now too, because I need a slot for that. But we'll tackle that when we get to that. Either way, um, yeah, it does suck that I'm going to be putting this on break because I'm very much enjoying this series. Like the characters are all really likable and fun. The humor is really clever. Um, it has some fun designs and everything. It's like it's a good series. It's a good series. And so I don't want to just drop it when I'm enjoying it, you know? So we're just putting it on hold. We will come back to it. 10 episodes is fairly okay for that too. Even though we've done only 2 episodes at a time each video, so it's only been like 5 videos, but still. Like I said, we will be back for it. This is just a way to cut down the schedule a bit to make it a little more digestible for me. Hopefully we won't have to cut down the schedule any further than this, but we'll see. If we have to, we have to, but I really hope we don't have to. I definitely don't plan to go below 5 shows. Like, as I've also said, I've also been antsy about getting to stuff, and it's like if we cut it down too much, less slots to change over eventually, so it'll be harder to get to things that are on the back burner already for me. So I just want to. Cutting it down by 1 right now is fine, though. That'll be fine. That'll even help with things. I know. I know the general idea of what I'm doing. But yeah, so we're just going to get into these episodes of Big City Greens. As always, since this is episodic, I don't know what to expect. Other than just the characters being goofy. One thing I'm hoping for, though, is not only just because this is going to be our last episodes before taking our break, but also because it's been a while. I'm hoping we see the coffee shop girl, whose name is escaping me right now. Anna Akana's character. Dog is yapping, must be the male person. We haven't seen her in a while, and I think she's only had 2 episodes where she's actually appeared. And I know she's not a main character, I understand, but I do want to see her again. And if we don't see her in either of these episodes, that's fine. It's just I would like to, you know. It would be nice. And that's just really quick bias for me because she's voiced by Anna Akana, and also I just really like her character from the little bit we got of it so far. Plus, obviously, the video that made me want to watch this series in the first place, which I talked about before. But yeah, and reacted to before. I did react to that video. But yeah, so we're just going to get this started and hope for the best. When the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades black, then it fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode, or episodes. So, that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. Yeah, just more fun shenanigans. Um, the first episode I think was a little more heartfelt with talking about Grandma Alice and her the fact that she hasn't driven in a long time. Her license is very expired, and she's not exactly at first the best at driving anymore because it has been a long time. So Cricket and Tilly try to help her out, and eventually they manage to get through to her. Apparently, she was a really good driver and was even known as Hot Rod Alice back in the day. But yeah, it's like with age and enough time spent not driving, it's very likely that you would have to get retaught. And it's not like it took a lot, because it's like it's clear that once she got the hang of it again, it's like it clicked for her. But yeah, so it was really good. It was heartfelt. A lot of great stuff with her and the kids, but they never did get their froyo, and that's the real tragedy there. And then the second episode deals with a bear. So there's a bear loose in Big City, and at first Cricket hates bears, but then after spending time with the bear, which is pretty docile and friendly, he ends up falling in love with it, and with the help of Remy and Tilly, manages to get it to freedom, manages to get it away from the animal control and the uncomfortably chipper cop, and they get it to freedom in the sewers. And it's like, all right, sure, why not? They had so much opportunity to make a Yogi Bear joke, and it's like I'm disappointed that they didn't. But at the same time, it's like it was just kind of an okay episode. It wasn't anything special, but it wasn't bad or anything. It's like it was fun enough, but it was really a lot of it was the same joke over and over. Cricket's just doing normal human things with a bear and getting more and more attached as it goes along. It's just there's not much else to it, and that's fine and good for a lot of things. But for this, it just felt like okay. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't bad either. It wasn't anything like that would complain about. But it just didn't do anything like spectacular for me at the same time. But I would love to hear your thoughts nonetheless. So tell me in the comments below, what did you think of these episodes of Big City Greens? And once again, we are taking a break. We are going to be coming back to this as soon as we can, but we are taking a break just to take this slot off of the rotation, and make it just easier on me to get to these reactions and all. So we'll be back with Big City Greens in the future, but for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.